So on my last Pixel Blade video, we ranked all the weapons in the game. Now we're going to be ranking armor with my friend, and let's get straight into it, guys. So, alright, so starting with the first armor in the game, the leather armor. What do you have to say about that?
It's a pretty weak armor. I mean, its starting health is 125.
Which I
It,
believe is the lowest health of all of them. Um, so
yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna put it in D tier. I mean, it's our first one, D tier. It is the worst armor, so we're just gonna put it there. You agree with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Now we move up to its counterpart, and that is the chainmail.
Yeah.
The chainmail
So
starts off with 135 health.
and
It
it
has,
has a higher speed, I believe, right?
I'm pretty sure they are the same thing.
Oh,
19 and 19.
okay. So it's just a little bit better. I'll just put it above leather and D tier. Still, it's still pretty bad. Um, so let's move on to the new world armor, the dragonfly armor. It has the highest out of the common armors, so therefore I'm just gonna put it in C tier above the rest of the commons. What else do you have to say?
It's got a pretty good amount of speed. It's got 22 speed. That is higher than the Elven armor, and it has the highest health stat out of all the common armors in the game.
So, it is the fastest armor in the game, so that's why. Actually, you know what? I think I might bump it up to B. So it could be like good in some speed running strats, like with Imperialist or Stellar. So I think I'd put it in B tier, even though it is a common. And speaking of commons, let's get out of common and let's go to rares. So our first rare
Iron armor,
is iron armor. Now, what is the starting out health on the armor?
175.
So we are taking a big upgrade, and it is probably the first armor out of common that you're gonna get in the game, and I think you're gonna stick with it for a pretty long time. So therefore, I think I'm gonna put it in A tier. I mean, your first
I don't
upgrade.
think it goes in A tier.
Oh,
I'm
what do
gonna
you?
counter that. I'm gonna counter that real quick.
Okay.
It's only useful with upgrades, might I add you. And by the time you get into a decent amount of level, you're gonna have the gold armor. And when you start collecting more gold armors, you're gonna upgrade those. Then you're gonna get some of the legendaries. So I say
Okay, yeah.
it's A tier.
I put it in
I don't
B tier. Yeah, okay. I agree. All right. So now we're going to the second introduction of the New World armor, and is the Cactus armor. By far the one of the best armors in the game, the second best armor in the game. So straight off the bat, I'm putting that in S tier. Second best armor in the game deserves an S tier, and it's a rare, so you could level it up really high.
counter to that. It takes a while to upgrade
It's
as
a rare,
well.
no, but like the fact that it is a rare, it's easier to upgrade than most of the others, especially the legendary. So therefore, I'm putting in the S, and you can level this up pretty fast. And the fact that it has a higher damage leveled up than Onyx, it's definitely better.
You mean a higher health than damage? This ain't the weapons tier list.
Higher health, yes. So I'm putting that in S tier. And
Alright.
so now we're going to the epic armor, and we're starting
That
off
is
with the
the
gold
gold
armor.
armor.
So what is the base health of the armor?
So it is 235. It is a better iron armor when you upgrade it more.
Yes. So
So I would say it goes on par with iron because if you upgrade iron more later, it
it
becomes better
becomes
than
better.
gold.
So that the fact that the iron becomes better than the gold, I think, and since it's a rare, I put the gold armor behind iron armor, because you'll get the gold armor and you'll probably switch to it. But once you have the iron armor higher level, you're gonna switch back. So the fact that you're gonna switch between and you're gonna end up with the iron armor, I think you should probably put it in above. So I put it in B tier, but below iron armor.
Alright, now we got the new World 2 armor, the Epic. Chris, would you mind take care of that, please?
Yeah, so the epic armor, the rogue armor, I believe you really don't. I don't think you really need this armor. The fact that it's a World 2 armor probably means you most likely have the Elden armor, the Onyx armor before this. So there's no real use for this. And the fact that it doesn't do as much health as some of the others, I'm putting this in C tier. And it's not one that you really need, and so it's definitely going below any of the iron or you know gold. So
Will admit it has the coolest design out of any armor in the game.
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Alright, next up, legendary. We got Elven armor.
So
I'll take
the
this thing goes into
second
A tier.
what?
This thing goes into A tier.
I believe
Three
so.
star.
Yeah, it
Easy.
has the second best speed in the game. The max health isn't so good. I mean, the max. What's the other stat? The max what?
Max energy is
Yeah,
75.
yeah. So it doesn't really have a high max energy, but it does do pretty good. It has pretty good health in the beginning, and when you get this, it's probably an upgrade from the iron or the gold armor that you originally have. So therefore, we're putting it in A tier. But it's not. It's definitely not the best.
Alright, well, there's no debate for the next armor, the Onyx armor.
The onyx
S
armor
tier.
is a definite S tier. Below the cactus armor though, it
Below the
does. It has a lot of health. However, again, leveling up the cactus armor makes it better. And the onyx armor is great for World 2, World 1 Nightmare, and maybe even heroic on the next world. But once you have this cactus, it definitely gets outplayed.
Yeah. Well, make sure you use your Onyx armor before you upgrade your Cactus armor.
Yes. And then the last armor in the game, the Pharaoh armor. Personally, this armor is number one. I mean, there really is no debate. It has the highest health. It is fast. It's just really good. If you have this armor, you immediately equipped it, and that's why it's an S tier. There's really no debate. So, yeah.
But
So,
man, we don't know anything about this armor. What do you
whoa,
mean you
whoa,
can't
whoa,
put
whoa, whoa! I have this armor 100%.
man, you do not have the armor, man.
All
You don't
right,
have any
we're
reason.
just gonna keep this guy out of the conversation now, and I hope to
Man,
see
you don't have
you
the
on
armor.
Pixel Blade.